We're going to do a sketch. Okay, ready?
What?
You be you.
Okay.
Hey, Lucy, would you like some coffee?
No.
And then you go, oh my gosh, Mom, you're amazing.
That was bull.
No, that's not how they do it on TikTok. They're like, you can sing? I never knew.
Yeah, you totally don't have a musical theater degree from Michigan.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. And then they link their Instagram profile. It's fake, people. TikTok is fake. This is my fault for having you on my podcast.
It's your fault for having me in the first place.
Well, I can't help it.
What?
This is not a good idea.
No, it is not.
We are in trouble. Hi, everybody. It's Kerri Pomarolli, and this is
Lucy McGee.
And welcome back to our podcast.
This is not a good idea.
Yeah, it took 3 takes to get there.
Well, you know what? You kept leading me on.
Stop eating on the podcast. That's podcast 101. What is in your mouth? Spit it out.
No.
What was it?
It was great.
Okay, you don't eat on a podcast.
But it was good.
Have you taken any courses in how to do a successful podcast?
You're the one who on a whim was like, hey, I think it would be great if, me and you had a podcast.
Yeah, well, perhaps you could do some research.
Why would you make me research
So,
something?
do you want to talk about my celebrity moment today?
You know what? There's a fine line.
I mean, you love it when your mom
It's
is
a large definition.
So, when I tried to get you a guitar teacher,
Oh.
and I didn't know him, and he was on the East Coast, and he said, oh, wait a minute, I know you, and I know your name, and I like your comedy. I think that's a celebrity moment.
I'm not. I think he's just familiar with you.
Whatever. He's not familiar with you. He's familiar with me.
Yeah, but I know,
So, once again, I win. I'm cooler than you.
But with, so many churches and stuff, I feel like he would just be like, oh, I recognize you.
He could have heard me on the radio.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm constantly trying to prove my authenticity to you, and I should not live.
It's weird. It's really weird.
Whatever.
No, it's just strange.
Because every time something cool happens, you're like, uh-huh.
No, it's just strange to me.
Yeah. And if you're watching on YouTube, let me just do an impersonation of my daughter every day, all day.
I didn't know. You know what?
And your face looks like you smelled something bad. And you wake up like that, you go to bed like that, and it started when you were 12. Let me just do it again for those of us that are watching on YouTube. Like,
I do not make that face.
Yeah, it really, I wake you up in the morning, and you wake up annoyed. Annoyed.
Because you wake me up right after Dad wakes me up.
It's 9:30. It's hard to be 13 in Zoom school.
Dad wakes me up.
Uh-huh.
And then you wake me up.
Mm-hmm.
After Dad has woken me up.
Whatever. So, should we get to our topic today? Oh, I want to give something away.
Push.
Okay. Our mutual friend, comedian Kristen Weber.
Mutual friend?
Is she your friend?
Well, she's like my aunt.
Okay, well, whatever. Like your aunt, my friend, Kristen Weber, wrote a book, Adulting for Jesus. And it's a book about purpose, trust in God.
It's about adulting for Jesus.
Yeah, and I gave it to you, and I would like to know how much you've read. Kristen's watching. How much have you read, Lucy? You've had it a month.
I had a book report today on The Outsiders.
And so you haven't read Auntie Kristen's book, who's
I
an aunt.
I haven't been reading anything.
Well, I've read the book. I endorse the book. Your dad is actually mentioned in the book. I mean, not by name. She said a veteran comedian, which means an old guy.
Comedian.
But you can buy it on Amazon. But I'm going to give away this book, Adulting for Jesus. If you send us an email at This Is Not a Good Idea podcast.
I like her picture on the back.
Yeah. If This Is Not a Good Idea podcast at gmail.com, or you go on YouTube, or you go on my Instagram and you make a comment about why you need this book, Adulting for Jesus, I'm going to pick my favorite answer. And it could be bizarre and crazy because I get a lot of those. So on to our topic.
I am laughing at this last line.
What's her last line?
She plays the accordion, so she is still single.
That's not even a line. She does play the accordion, and there's a lot to be said about that.
So, it is. I watched her once. It was awesome.
You wanted to talk about TV on our episode today.
But not just any TV.
What
No.
kind of TV?
TV that I didn't think I'd be watching if it weren't for COVID.
That is a hot topic. Now, Netflix has gained so much money because of COVID, and HBO Max. Those two should have a centennial celebration every March 13th and donate $50 million to a really cool charity. Because all we did for the first few months of COVID was watch TV.
Yes.
Now, I started off strong, and we might have declined. We started off strong with The Office.
You mean I started off strong?
I let you watch The Office.
You didn't watch it with me,
Okay,
though.
don't lie about that on the podcast.
We
watched it together.
I watched most of it by myself, and you said, I don't care how much you watch. If you get to the marathon episode, you cannot watch it without me.
Okay, we watched the finale together. We cried. We bonded. Let's make the people believe that we care about each other.
Sure.
Okay, so we watched it. And what was your favorite part of all 11 seasons of The Office?
The fire drill.
Yes, the fire drill. So explain to the people that Dwight faked a fire drill and made the entire office feel like they were dying and brought in fake smoke from the rafters to see how they would react.
That was
And
the
it was
greatest
so
episode
terrifying.
of all time.
It was every man for themselves. Even Phyllis was like, I'll cut you. Like, nobody was helping the slow people. It was so terrible.
They
It
knocked
was
over
so
the
bad.
cameraman.
Yeah, it was so bad. And then my other one is when they did the marathon for rabies.
I did like that.
Yeah, when they were trying to raise
Rabies
money,
is a very serious disease.
even though it's cured. And then
I also liked
Stanley,
Beach
wait,
Day.
Stanley went to the bar during the marathon.
It was Stanley, Creed, and Oscar.
Did you know I did the Tonight Show and Meredith, the girl who plays Meredith, was a guest and we were in the makeup chairs next to each other?
Oh, that's awesome.
She's very nice. She's not like her character,
No, it's like
but her character was amazing. Her character was amazing. Except when her stripper was the son at Angela's bachelorette party.
you mean her son was the stripper, not
Yeah,
her stripper was the son.
She was like, "Go, Timmy! Yay! Good for you!"
And he's like, stop telling it to Mom.
Stop telling me what to do, Mom. Yeah, that's probably something. I mean,
Okay,
if you ever
Mo-
became a stripper, I
Mo
would
is
cheer
the
for you.
greatest.
Who's Mo? Remind me.
Cousin, wait, is it Mo?
No.
Is it?
Oh, Dwight's cousin.
Yeah.
Do you know he's a producer on the show?
He's hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know if his name was Mo though.
No, it's not Mo. It was
It's like Mall or
gosh.
Write in if you know what the
What
name
it-
of this character is. Mott.
Mm-mm.
He locked Angela in the trunk of the
Oh my
car at the
gosh.
bachelor party. Remember?
Yes, and she couldn't walk. So
He's
we had
one
to
of the
carry
show
her.
producers.
Wait, okay.
What's his name? Cousin Schmem.
I thought it was Mo.
Andreas, look it up on your phone so we can
It's
end the episode with a cliffhanger. But okay, so we don't have to talk about The Office the whole time. Then we moved on to Lost, which we loved.
Oh yeah, but then the ending got like really.
I warned you. We're about to
I
embark on
really
8
thought that
seasons.
was you over being weird, but
No, it was bad.
no, it was.
I mean, but we've had some real high highs and real low lows. Now, what do you feel that you watched during COVID that you wouldn't have normally watched? I mean, this is your topic.
just some random YouTube.
Oh, you and your sister and your freaking YouTube. And you know what the most annoying thing is? She watches TikTok on YouTube. She's
It's
not
like,
allowed to watch
her,
TikTok.
Like it's the viewing of things you could have viewed on a separate platform that was transferred to a platform.
Okay, let me tell you the worst thing on YouTube ever. It's called "I'm singing for my boyfriend for the first time." Okay, and they're like driving in a
Nobody
car.
cares, Mabel.
And like, yeah, they're driving in a car, and this girl goes, "Oh," and her boyfriend's like, "Oh my gosh, you're the greatest singer I've ever." And it's totally fake. It's totally fake. They're trying to get on American Idol, and every time their boyfriend or the daughter or the friend has to have some fake reaction. Okay, so you be my daughter, and I'll be like, "Hey, okay, we're gonna do a sketch. Okay, ready?
What?
You be you.
Okay.
Hey, Lucy, would you like some coffee?"
No.
No. And then you go, "Oh my gosh, Mom, you're amazing."
That was bull.
No, that's not how they do it on TikTok. They're like, "You can sing? I never knew."
Yeah, you totally don't have a musical theater degree from Michigan.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. And then they link their Instagram profile. It's fake, people. TikTok is fake. But speaking
No, there are certain TikToks that are just so weird,
Wait.
so random, so crazy. They're so real, and they're the best.
my comedy is a soundbite on TikTok, and people are taking sound bites from my comedy show. And one of my bits, they called it Karen in church, which was really upsetting. But then one guy, my friend,
You're a Karen.
Jolene Sugarbaker, Trailer Park Queen,
Yes.
we love Jolene Sugarbaker,
Yes.
did my comedy with a puppet. It was like a Muppets moment.
Yes.
And it was amazing. But to see strangers lip syncing to my comedy is awesome and scary at the same time.
Why is it awesome and scary?
I don't know, it's just weird.
Because where did they get your comedy?
On TikTok.
Where did they start to care?
iTunes. By the way, I'm on iTunes, Kerri Pomarolli, making it happen.
You are.
Plug all week long. Let's talk about TV some more. So Lost was awesome, but then the ending sucked. YouTube is a mindless chatter, and you've gotten your sister addicted to it.
It wasn't me. Ruby over quarantine because
She totally over
she
quarantined.
learned
Is that
how
a
to
thing?
use the remote.
We're gonna call this episode over quarantining. That is for sure, because her little beady eyes, and then
Hey, if it wasn't for quarantine, 1, you never would have watched West Wing, and 2, I never would have watched Cobra Kai. Neither would you.
Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai is life. Cobra Kai, and you haven't even seen the season 2 finale.
No, I haven't.
Cobra Kai is,
But thanks to my friends, I know they fight together.
I mean, everything. Cobra Kai, Andreas, you gotta just, you've seen the movies, right?
Yeah.
You gotta focus. You gotta stay true to it.
okay, I'm starting to dislike
season
Tori.
Season 2, they got
because
a budget.
Tori's kind of rude, but like, I seriously don't like Sam. I haven't finished
I like
season
Sam.
2, but Sam is just a goody two shoes.
I don't like the guy with the mohawk.
She needs. Hawk is just sad.
No, he's so sad.
No, okay, guess what? So he like breaks up with his girlfriend. He doesn't know why, and he's like upset, and he's just trying to like comprehend it. And then he goes up, and she's like, "By the way, this is my girlfriend," and he's just like, "What?"
Yeah, he's a horrible
Everything
person.
went downhill when he got that red mohawk.
I'm just saying.
If he
he's
kept it blue,
unredeemable.
it would have been fine.
And the way they redeemed him, but your Auntie Debbie and I were watching Cobra Kai. At
And
like
you guys
10:30
started
at night.
screaming so loud.
Screaming at the top.
You guys
of our
were
lungs.
screaming so loud,
like jumping on
that
the
I
couch.
could not sleep.
Yeah, at 10:30. It's so good.
10:30. It was 1 in the
Oh,
morning.
you see, she lies. She lies. on
No,
the
because I
podcast.
had an alarm set for 5.
You're wrong. It was 10:30. We can't stay up till 1. And that is a kind of TV that I think is good when you're screaming at the top of your lungs because you're so into the show. I
Poldark.
Poldark. Now, your father got really mad at me because he thinks I am a bad mom because I let you watch that show.
You mean you think you're a bad mom because you let me watch a show, but it's a show that Nana would have gotten mad if she hadn't watched it herself.
But let's just say how good it is. It's so good.
It's amazing.
It's so good.
But you know what Ruby
And
said
he
the day
is
that she got,
hot.
I don't want to know that.
Well, he is.
He's a married man and you don't need him.
He's not married in real life.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Why do you
What did
know
Ruby
that?
Because I have an internet. What?
Oh man.
What did Ruby say the day after she watched Poldark?
So we were going home from school and
Mhm.
Mom was like, "Hey, we're gonna watch Poldark," and Ruby's like, "Yay! He's gonna take his shirt off."
Yes, that's my daughter. That's my daughter, ladies and
It's like
gentlemen.
good.
Do you remember what you said? Now, Poldark is rated PG-13, and when we first started watching it, I'm like, it's British.
No,
how
it's
bad-
not. It was rated PG.
Okay,
It
that's
wasn't
even worse.
TV-14.
Do you remember when you were little and we were watching it and I fell asleep and what you said the next day? Do you remember? You're like, Mommy, he married the kitchen wench. He married the kitchen wench. And I'd fallen asleep during this episode. And I was like, what? And she goes, they went in the bedroom and did bad things. And then the next morning he married her.
You know what the worst part was? Okay, 1, at least he had the decency to be like,
He
I love
made an
this
honest
woman
woman
and
out
I'm
of
gonna
her.
marry her.
He did.
And 2, can I just say that she fell asleep and that episode was on replay for 3 hours.
But,
so that
you
means
know,
I must have seen this episode 4 times.
You know,
which
Demelza-
means that scene was on replay.
whatever. Demelza was a brawler. She rose up to her
You
position.
know what? I was glad when Elizabeth died.
Oh my gosh, you just ruined the show!
Why?
Because now people are going to watch Poldark and then be like,
Oh. I really didn't think our words had that much effect on people.
let's see who really watches. If you're mad about Lucy ruining Poldark, please write in. You're a horrible...
Can we just edit that
That
out?
was like my little brother's like, you're going to see My Girl because Macaulay Culkin gets stung by bees and dies. Thank you.
How do you get
Thank
stung
you.
by bees and die?
It's a movie.
It's
He's a-
kind of
If
stupid.
you have a bee allergy,
I've seen that movie and I laughed at it.
you just
I'm very sorry.
offended all the bee allergy viewers that we have. I
You
would
mean
like
Ansel?
to say,
Ansel,
I'm-
if you're watching this, I hope you die. I'm just kidding. I love
Oh,
you, Ansel. You're awesome.
yeah. So to wrap up this very informative episode, Poldark, you don't know how it ends, but Ross Poldark takes his shirt off, and I'm a good mother. You ruined the middle of Poldark. Office is awesome.
No, it was the end of Poldark.
Lost is awesome. Avatar is awesome. Cobra Kai is life.
Wait, did you just say Avatar's awesome?
Well, you watched it and seemed to like it a lot.
Yeah, I just didn't think you cared.
I mean, I was just supporting you.
It was amazing. I love
Okay,
that show.
so now
with a
I feel like
passion.
this is an episode where we learned something. That I am an awesome mother.
Uh-huh.
And I'm hoping they're going to make Poldark again.
It's gonna be in like 2029.
I don't care. He'll take his shirt
It's gonna
off.
be like Jeffrey comes back,
I don't care.
and that girl ends up actually being pregnant, and
I don't
like
care.
she.
Why don't you spoil some more of the show? Why don't you
No.
just give some more spoilers away?
This is a theory.
Okay. Well, your theories may or may not be true, but then I think we can keep talking about them on our next episode. I'm trying to wrap it up. So say goodbye.
Goodbye.
No. Edit that. Okay, so I'm trying to wrap up our episode, and we want you to email us and tell us what you want us to talk about, because we put a lot of preparation into these
We
episodes.
totally do.
And
Ow!
I just want to say I really enjoy spending this time with you, Lucy. I mean, people think like we have a wonderful relation. People think that we have a wonderful relationship. It's not a good idea, podcast. Bye. Bye. Don't touch me.